Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to episode 2 of Wellness Diaries. This week is actually a little different because over the weekend I sustained a knee injury, a very minor injury, nothing serious at all, but I don't want to risk it getting any worse, so I'm taking a little break from my regular running schedule and I'm going to revert back to my usual workout schedule. So a couple of weeks ago I posted on Instagram about how I did this radio frequency skin tightening treatment. I did it on my abdomen area, like my stomach, and I also did my base. And I talked briefly about how it's something I did leading up to my 25th birthday in 2022 before I went on a birthday trip to Turkey. And I said on my Instagram post, and I stand by it, that is literally the best my body has ever looked. I am convinced in my whole entire life. So my goal ahead of the summer is to get my body back to exactly that, because I mean I'm good now, but like I want to get back to exactly that. I want to be as cut as I was then. So this week I'm going to attempt to replicate as much as I can of what I did during the period leading up to my 25th to get my body to look like this and to look like this. And I hope you enjoy this episode of Wellness Diaries. Excuse my puffy head, I've currently got rollers under here. I'm going to an event hosted by Mona Katan, which is so exciting because I love the Katan sisters and hopefully I'm gonna get to meet her. Ah! Yes! Yes! My name is Carrie, I'm so very all eyes on me when I wanna get ready, girl. That's what she does in the music video. But also, the reason why my face looks so naked is because I don't have lashes. I feel like I look like a baby. Like it's not giving 27 right now. I don't know what it's giving, but it's definitely not giving 27. Now I got 32 flavors of that bootylicious bubble gum. Vanessa Hudgens sneaker night. I can never get my eyeliner quite right, but I'm telling you to loosen up my buttons, babe. Typical and hardly the type I fuck for. I like when the face is gold. Don't leave me asking for more. I had no business singing this when I was like 13. This is the best song ever. It literally reminds me of like summer on the Amalfi Coast, like sailing to lunch in Capri. Oh, I miss summer, I can't wait. This is one of my favorite Nigerian songs because my Igbo name is Adobe. Yes, it is. My name is Adobe. Do you know the way you're dancing? The way you shake your body, they make me go crazy. Okay. That's got a nice curl to it. And now I'm ready to go. I need to put on lip gloss, but I'll do that in the car.
Alright, do you want me to come in with it?
Yes. You got my scarf as well. Yeah, I know.
She got my never mind the mind up.
Stop. I had so much fun at that event. I'm so excited that I got to meet Mona. She was so nice. It was so cool. She was so great. I loved it. We talked about perfume. I told her what my favorite Kiali perfumes were. She told me she loved my dress. She was like, you're making me want to put you in my next campaign. I was like, do it. Do it. My lunch looked quite light today, but it was actually quite filling, I think. It was yummy. Thoroughly enjoyed it. For dinner, I'm going to make myself, I'm thinking maybe chicken wraps. And then I'm going to finish off the day with some hot water and lemon. I've got my dinner here. I'm having a fajita wrap. It's got chicken, red pepper, yellow pepper, onion, mushroom, and then spinach as the base. And I made a spread to put in it with Greek yogurt, parsley, lemon, and then salt and pepper. I have some chicken left over because I accidentally made too much. I might have that for lunch tomorrow. Okay, so I finished my dinner. Right now it is 9:36. During that period leading up to my birthday, every day I would try and finish eating by 9 p.m. So I'm giving my body a little bit of time, giving my food a bit of time to digest, before I go to bed. I've obviously overshot it a little bit now, but the rest of the week I'm going to try and finish eating by 9 p.m. Right now I'm going to go and make myself some hot water and lemon, literally just hot water, and then I'm going to squeeze half a lemon in it and drink that. It's actually good to have hot water and lemon both in the evening and in the morning. In the morning I like to mix mine with green tea, apple cider vinegar, and a bit of agave, and then in the evening I'm just going to be having hot water and lemon by itself. It is great for digestion, so it's a very good digestion aid. It's a good natural vitamin C boost. It's good for hydration, and I think I said in one of my last videos that I've been uncharacteristically dehydrated recently, so it is good for hydration as well. And it also promotes sleep and relaxation. And then having hot water and lemon in the morning, the reason why it's so good is because obviously when you're sleeping, you're not drinking water, so your body does dehydrate a little bit. It helps rehydrate your body, which can help boost your metabolism. I hope I've made sense. I have a lot of knowledge in my head about just random health and fitness stuff through years of reading and understanding and learning stuff from my mom. So sometimes things are going to come out like they don't make sense. Things are going to come out and I'm going to say, does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I really hope it makes sense. But if it doesn't make sense, there's further research you can do. And if anybody wants to do further research, you can always DM me on Instagram and I'm happy to send articles and further information to back up the things that I'm saying, because I don't just make shit up, I actually read. Morning, guys. That is possibly the longest I've gone in the morning without talking on here. Yeah, so I've done my workout and I've had breakfast. For breakfast, as you saw, I had porridge, which was good. It was actually 5-grain, 5-seed porridge. So it has like quinoa flakes, barley flakes, rye flakes, and some other grains as well. Then it's also got poppy seed, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and I can't remember what the other 2 seeds are, but I really like it. I put a bit of Greek yogurt on it. Trust me, just try it. Put like a tiny bit of Greek yogurt in your porridge. Just try it. Right now I'm just like, it's not a very interesting day. I'm just doing some editing. I'm editing my last wellness diaries, which will obviously be up by the time you see this. What else? Oh yeah, it was a long workout this morning. I do know that. I wanted to do knee rehab first because, like I said, my knees have been playing up a little bit. So I'm trying to. Tammy is calling me. Hey Tammy, what's up? All right, love you. Speak later. Bye. Having younger siblings is so long. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, having younger siblings is so long. Like, why am I stressed for her? Like, why am I stressed that she has class in 30 minutes and she has a shower? That has nothing to do with me. As I was saying, I wanted to do some knee rehab first because, as I said before, my knee has been hurting a little bit, and that's the reason why I'm taking this week off, like consistently running. I did some ab work. Love doing ab work. I do abs every day. Even when like I don't film it, I do abs every day. I always do a 3 to 5 minute ab finisher. It makes such a difference. And I also did some glute work as well. I did some heavy weights as well. So yeah, I think I was in the gym for about, to be fair, I also was setting up my camera, which would take me like 5 minutes. So I would say I was in the gym for like an hour and 45, maybe almost 2 hours. It is also worth mentioning that in between workouts, not in between sets, but in between actual workouts, I do like to take my time getting up and setting up. I have orthostatic hypotension, which is basically where my blood pressure drops significantly after like lying down or standing up for a while, and then I get really lightheaded and dizzy. So I am prone to fainting. Ask my family, it's a whole thing. Like, fainting is my thing. I love to faint. I'm like one of those fainting goods. At the time when I was told that was what was wrong with me when I kept on fainting, this was like when I was back at boarding school, I would faint. Literally, I would like I would faint. I mean, sometimes my parents would think I was kidding. Like, I would literally just be standing up, or I'd get up too quickly from doing something and I'll just pass out. And at the time when I found out what it was because my resting heart rate is slow. I think the average resting heart rate is like 60 to 100, and then mine is like somewhere in between 52 and 60. So I do take my time in between workouts just because I don't want to faint in the gym. I think for me, it's less about the fact that like, oh my gosh, I fainted, and more about the fact that like, it's so embarrassing. I can't believe I just fainted in front of people. Or like, it's so embarrassing. Like, now people are going to come up to me and be like, oh, are you okay? And I'm a big believer in nothing is actually embarrassing until everybody else makes a big deal of it. Like, if I'm walking and I fall down, just leave me. You know what I mean? But when people come in, oh my gosh, let me help you. Like, are you okay? It's like, get off me. Now I'm embarrassed. Like, now you made it a thing and now it's embarrassing.
Hi guys, welcome back to Toby's channel. I'm gonna do a taste test. Okay. How you do it?
Yeah.
This is the best of chai cookie. Ooh, it smells fresh.
It's like gingerbread.
It smells like chai. This is so crazy.
This is the baker.
Hi guys, baking on the beat, TikTok and Instagram and real life.
Heading home from Westfield, so I thought I would take a bit of time to tell you about the pop-up I just went to. So Baking on the Beat is a company that one of my best friends in the whole entire world, Yosola, started, and it's a baked goods company. She bakes everything by herself. And I'm not even kidding when I say, like, she makes the most incredible banana bread I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm not even just saying that. Like, even people who don't even like banana bread are like, this is fucking good. It's really, really good. She is having a pop-up at Westfield right now. It's gonna be gone by the time I post this. But you can place orders with her. She bakes in Lagos and she also bakes in London as well, mainly in London because this is where she's based now. But she always says on her Instagram where she's gonna be and if you can place orders. So follow her Instagram and have a look and see if she's in your city, I guess. Anyway, right now I'm heading home to make myself some dinner. I'm thinking for dinner I might have sea bass and some mixed vegetables. I'm gonna see what I have. Ooh, that is a very bright light. Oh, also, whilst I'm walking, I forgot to mention, during the period leading up to my 25th, I was walking everywhere. Everywhere that was easy to walk to, I was walking there. Never underestimate the power of walking. Walking is such a good workout. You don't need to be running or jumping or practically flying to get in a good workout. So walking makes all the difference. For dinner, I'm having sea bass and unfried fried rice. By unfried fried rice, I mean like I didn't really fry it. I made some substitutions to make it a bit healthier than your average fried rice. So I used brown rice instead of white rice, obviously. I used avocado oil instead of vegetable oil or olive oil. I added in a lot more vegetables. So there's green beans, there's asparagus, there's mushrooms, carrots. I had bean sprouts downstairs, but I forgot to put in the bean sprouts. Now I think about it. And what else? Oh, I used coconut aminos instead of soy sauce. I think I said in my last video, I don't believe in dieting, I don't believe in restrictive eating, and during the period leading up to my 25th, I wasn't doing any of that. What I did do is pay more attention to portion size. Often people are like, oh, I'm not going to eat any bread, I'm not going to eat any carbs, I'm not going to eat any rice, I'm not going to eat any potatoes, etc, etc. Sometimes the problem isn't what they're eating. I mean, obviously, if you're having a lot of refined carbs all the time, that's not great, but you should be eating carbohydrates. They're super important. I can't stress enough how important it is to not completely cut carbs out of your diet. You're doing yourself a massive disservice if you completely cut carbs out of your diet. Okay, so let me explain what happens when you stop eating carbs. As I'm sure you already know, carbs are an essential nutrient. Your body turns carbohydrates into glucose, which provides energy for your body to run on. When you stop eating carbs, your body goes into nutritional ketosis, and this is basically where your body doesn't have enough sugar to run on, so it starts breaking down fat. That might sound like a good thing in the short term, but in the long term, it's actually not great. When you stop eating carbs, at first, you will lose a lot of weight, yes, but it's not actually body fat that you're losing, you're actually just losing water weight. And this is because when you cut carbs, you deplete the glycogen stores in your body, and glycogen helps you retain water. But then, I'm sure you've noticed that obviously you can't just not eat carbs forever. If you're one of those people that like every now and again you'll go on a low carb diet and you'll start eating carbs again and suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, I've gained all this weight. It's because when you start eating carbs again, that water weight comes back pretty much immediately. Also, apart from that, there are other things that when your body is in ketosis, you're going to feel weird. For example, you might feel tired a lot or dizzy, or you might have bad headaches. One of my least favorite side effects of ketosis in people sometimes when they've told me that they're on a low carb diet is bad breath. Yes, bad breath is a side effect of ketosis, and I have a relatively sensitive nose, so sometimes when people are on a low carb diet and they tell me they're on a low carb diet, I'm like, yes, I know. So yeah, just control your portion sizes, but you don't necessarily have to cut out any major food groups. Good afternoon, guys. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day in London, and I am heading to my radio frequency, skin tightening and body contouring and facial treatment because I booked all three for today. This morning at the gym, I just did arms and abs, and then after that I rode until failure. When I say until failure, I quite literally mean I rode until I couldn't row anymore. I don't really even know how I'm holding this camera up right now. My arms are killing me, but it was a really good workout. I actually intended to work out for a bit longer, but I have a lot of gym pet peeves, and like 3 of them happened today. I hate when like there's multiple machines. Let's say there's like 9 machines, and say I'm on one of them. If there are 9 free machines, why would you get on the one that's right next to me? Surely it makes sense to get on the one that's like near the end. I have a thing about hearing people breathe. I always used to say that I think it's the reason why I could run so fast when I still used to do track. I hate the sound of people breathing behind me. I can't stand it. It drives me insane. Even during marathon training, I've been like practicing having my headphones on low volume, because you have to have them on a lower volume when you're running a marathon, so you can pay attention to the people around you. I've been practicing having it on low volume because I just can't stand the sound of people breathing. So having someone literally right next to me on a machine breathing drives me insane. And then my second pet peeve, let me paint a picture of exactly what happens so you can fully, I need you to fully, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to fully encapsulate my irritation in that moment. So again, on the topic of personal space, I don't like when people are too close to me. There was actually quite a lot of space on the floor today. So I was working out in the corner. I almost always work out in the corner because I just feel like when I go into a gym, if I see like a huge space, I'm not going to go right in the middle. I'm going to go in the corner because it makes more sense to me. It also means that when people come, like I'm going to feel less crowded if I'm in a corner. They're more likely to take another corner or the middle or something like that. So I'm working out in the corner and this couple come literally right next to me. I cannot explain to you how big the studio in my gym is. It's very big. They come right next to me and they're cute, whatever. They're doing like their couples workout, whatever. Ain't got shit to do with me, but they're doing their couples workout. And then they take off their shoes and they start stretching. Another gym pet peeve, apart from personal space, I don't like when people take off their shoes in the gym. It drives me insane. I don't know why. But if you're doing it in your own space in the corner, that's cool. But if you're going to come next to me and then take off your shoes, you know, packing your shoes right next to where my weights are. So every time I go and pick up my weights, I have to go and smell your feet. It's nasty, man. So yeah. Anyway, I left the gym earlier than intended. And now I'm walking to my treatment. Okay, so onto body contouring and skin tightening. All of our bodies have two types of fat, subcutaneous fat and visceral fat. Subcutaneous fat is the one that you can see, so that's like your, I guess, like external body fat, I guess you could call it. And then visceral fat is the one that wraps around your organ. Just quickly on the topic of visceral fat, everybody has visceral fat. It's okay for your body to have a little bit of visceral fat. It's what protects our internal organs. However, too much visceral fat is dangerous. That's actually the dangerous fat, I think is the best way to put it. It can cause things like heart disease, stroke, diabetes, certain types of cancers, and so on and so forth. And the way to circumvent having a lot of visceral fat is by, avoiding trans fats, avoiding highly processed foods, so a lot of junk food, refined sugars. I'm trying to think of what else. Basically just things that are generally unhealthy for you. So back to the treatment. It basically uses radiofrequency and heat to target subcutaneous tissue, get rid of cellulite, target fatty deposits, and tighten any loose skin. I think it's worth mentioning that this is not a mandatory treatment. It is a luxury treatment that I allowed myself. And it's something that I was doing, I think once a week at that time, or twice a week for about 6 weeks maybe. I think I was doing it twice a week for 6 weeks. I felt like it made a difference for me. It could have been placebo, but I definitely felt like it made a difference. Another treatment that I had about 2 days before we flew to Turkey was a colonic. I'm not going to describe what that is, because I think it's a little uncouth to discuss matters of the lavatory online. But I try to have about 4 of those a year. I don't do it super regularly, but I try to have about 4 a year, and I try to do it kind of seasonally. That was such a good facial. I literally fell fast asleep. Because I have literally just been strolling around and enjoying the weather, I now don't think I have time for lunch. I've got dinner in about 2 hours, so I don't think it makes sense to make myself lunch now. This is actually deeply inconvenient. What I should have done is packed something small to take with me to my treatment, and then I could have just maybe eaten it on the way home, but I didn't know I'd be walking around. So instead, I think I'm just gonna make myself something like a small snack, like a small fruit salad. official day of spring today, March 20th, which is so exciting, and the weather is so good. Literally just look at the sky. So I've come out to the park to take advantage of the good weather. It's also my rest day today. So I'm not doing anything. I might go rock climbing with my friend Izzy later, depending on how the day goes. Just come out to the park to get some work done. Trying to connect to Wi-Fi. I brought myself a snack to have. I made some pomegranate with feta, and then I just squeezed some lemon on top and drizzled a bit of agave on top as well. Trust me, it might sound like a weird concoction, but it's really good. Sometimes I also put arugula in it, but I didn't have any arugula today. And I made myself a smoothie as well. It's got blueberries, raspberry, avocado, spinach, kale, cashew milk, bee pollen, and chia seeds. It's just a nice refreshing smoothie to have if I get a bit peckish. I didn't have that much for breakfast, so I figured I would bring some snacks with me in case I get hungry. The way this is literally London as soon as there is a drop of sunlight. Right now I'm just on a sunset stroll. I'm trying to stimulate my hunger receptors. I'm really just not, I don't know how to explain it. On rest days, I don't feel hungry. I'm one of those people who needs to exercise. Like I need to be active for my body to tell me that I need to eat something. So I'm thinking maybe for dinner I might just have something really small, or I may just not have dinner at all. Like I said a couple of days ago, I'm in the habit of listening to my body, and I hate the feeling of being full. My body is telling me that I'm going to be very full if I eat dinner, so maybe I'll have it a bit later, but I'm trying to stop eating by 9 p.m. In the period leading up to my 25th, I was having 3 square meals a day, every day. Also, I was super active during that period, to be fair. I was working out 6 days a week with 1 day in LISS. LISS is low intensity, steady state. So that would be like a long hike or a long walk, or maybe cycling for 45 minutes or so, or a leisurely swim or something like that. And then I would only take one proper rest day. So by proper rest day, I mean like quite literally not doing anything. I suppose today, you could call today my LISS day. My proper rest day is going to be Sunday, so I'm not going to do anything at all on Sunday. But yeah, trying to decide whether we're doing dinner or not. Happy Friday. I've been to the gym, I've had breakfast, and now I'm heading for my first laser session at Pure Wax, which is so exciting. I've been wanting to do laser for ages. I had one really bad experience in LA a few years ago and it completely put me off. But I'm excited to get back into it. I can't do this waxing thing anymore. Like, I can't handle the pain. I really can't. So I'm happy to have this alternative, and Pure Wax is giving me a bunch of free sessions, which is really nice of them. And I also have a discount code, which is going to be in the description box. Later on today, I have a early dinner, late lunch with a friend at this Mexican restaurant called Madera, which I've posted about on TikTok and Instagram before. I will fully be done eating by 9 o'clock today, unlike yesterday. I just finished my first laser treatment with Pure Wax. It was actually nowhere near as painful as I thought it would be. I'm looking forward to seeing what the results are. Obviously, I feel like after the first session, there aren't many results. But for the darker skinned girls who are wondering what the situation is, off my first experience, it's good. She's also black, by the way. The person who did my treatment is black, which is super helpful and very comforting. But I'll be able to review more as I've done the sessions. I've got my memory card at home, so we're vlogging on my phone for dinner. Guys, the oversleeping that I overslept, because why is it 3:15? Why is it 3:15? I was supposed to be up at 9 a.m. I had plans, but I slept really well. I feel really refreshed. Anyway, right now I'm getting ready. Well, first of all, obviously I missed going to the gym this morning, which is super annoying because today isn't a rest day. But it's gonna have to be a rest day, and I'm gonna have to work out tomorrow instead. Right now I'm getting ready to go to a football match. I'm going to the women's Arsenal versus Liverpool match with my friend Antonia. I can't believe I overslept like that, but I feel really refreshed. It's just that I had plans, you know? I love these jeans. I know I wear them all the time, but they're so comfortable. Also, it's thundering outside, but it's not raining yet. So I'm trying to get into my car before it starts raining. I'm gonna wear a red and white leather jacket because it's Arsenal, patriotic, or whatever they call it. I can't wait to get my lashes done again. I can't, this whole falsies thing is driving me insane. I don't even know, I feel like they look wonky, but it is what it is. I haven't had breakfast, I'm hungry. Fortunately, we're in a box, so there's gonna be food and drinks in the box. Shiny, so shiny. Minus the fact that I left the charger for my camera at Emirates Stadium, I had a really, really lovely time. So I went with my friend Antonia. I do have to say, it's not very often in this content creation influencer industry that you meet people who are genuinely very authentic and people that you feel like you can connect with on a level beyond content, But she's a really lovely person, and she's just one of those people who I feel like I can be real with outside of social media. It's just so nice, and I had so much fun. I just love connecting with people. I like to talk. I think you can tell by now that I like to talk, and I have a lot to say, and I have a lot of thoughts on various topics. Because I like to read a lot and I like to learn a lot and I like to discuss those things with people. And when you meet people that can kind of match you and meet you on a level beyond just, you know, whatever is two-dimensional and fickle, it's just really nice. So it was a really nice day. The only thing is that I left my charger for this camera there. I didn't film, but I had a smoked salmon, an avocado, and feta bagel on the way there. Other than that, I haven't had a lot to eat today, which again is not something I condone, but just something that happened. So it is now, I'm really bad at telling analog time. It is now 20 minutes past 9 and I haven't had a proper meal today. So I'm going to make myself a salad, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a quick salad. I really hope that didn't break. And then tomorrow I am actually gonna eat properly because like the last 2-3 days it's just not, I'm not setting the example that I want to set. But again, real life, whatever. I mean, things get in the way.
Got Bilbo in it.
Those are cool.
Right? I'm not gonna buy them because I don't.
I mean, what do you think of these? I can get the lenses changed.
Yeah.
So I can use them as actual reading glasses.
I like them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How yummy does my brunch look? I made Greek yogurt pancakes with oat flour. So the oats that I had the other day in my porridge, the 5 seed, 5 grain one, I just blended it up and used that instead of regular flour. Then I substituted milk for Greek yogurt, and then I used like a splash of cashew milk. I substituted sugar for coconut sugar. What else did I sub? I think everything else stayed the same. And they look so yummy, and I put berries on top. They actually taste no different to regular pancakes, they just have slightly healthier ingredients. I did burn the bottom too. They're so soft and fluffy. I'm done. So I'm just gonna go to church, I guess, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the day editing. I ate quite a lot, so I'm probably just gonna have soup for dinner. I'm thinking of making either split pea soup or red lentil soup. Currently undecided. Yeah, I feel like I should sign off now, since I'm just gonna like I have nothing to talk about. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away in the comment section. And thank you for watching this vlog, and see you in the next one.